My name is Bill Fliss, and I'll be reading from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, a book that's been banned because it involves magic and supposedly witchcraft. So I've chosen a scene that's very directly magical, where magic comes into play. And this is the scene from The Two Towers when Samwise the Hobbit is facing off against the demonic spider creature Shelob. Even as Sam himself crouched, looking at her, seeing his death in her eyes, a thought came to him, as if some remote voice had spoken, and he fumbled in his breast with his left hand, and found what he sought. Cold and hard and solid it seemed to his touch in a phantom world of horror. The phial of Galadriel. Galadriel, he said faintly. And then he heard voices far off but clear, the crying of the elves as they walked under the stars in the beloved shadows of the Shire, and the music of the elves as it came through his sleep in the hall of fire in the house of Elrond. Gilthoniel, Aelbreth! And then his tongue was loosed, and his voice cried in a language which he did not know. Aelbreth, Gilthoniel, Omenel, Palindiriel, Le Nalon Sidin Gurthos, Atironin Fanuelos. And with that he staggered to his feet, and was Samwise the Hobbit, Hamfast's son, again. "Now come, you filth," he cried. "You've hurt my master, you brute, and you'll pay for it. We're going on, but we'll settle with you first. Come on, and taste it again." As if his indomitable spirit had set its potency in motion, the glass blazed suddenly like a white torch in his hand. It flamed like a star that, leaping from the firmament, sears the dark air with intolerable light. No such terror out of heaven had ever burned in Shelob's face before. The beams of it entered into her wounded head and scored it with unbearable pain, and the dreadful infection of light spread from eye to eye. She fell back, beating the air with her forelegs, her sight blasted by inner lightnings, her mind in agony. Then, turning her maimed head away, she rolled aside and began to crawl, claw by claw, towards the opening in the dark cliff behind. Sam came on. He was reeling like a drunken man, but he came on. And Shelob cowed at last, shrunken in defeat, jerked and quivered as she tried to hasten from him. She reached the hole, and squeezing down, leaving a trail of green-yellow slime, she slipped in, even as Sam hewed a last stroke at her dragging legs. Then he fell to the ground.